just got your Dahlia tuber order, and here's what to do when you receive it. You open it up, and you should have received a card. It might look like this, it might look a little different. On the back, there is a QR code that you can scan. It'll take you to our YouTube channel. We're planning on putting up some more videos this spring, so you'll have information on planting and staking, fertilizing, all of that. But for right now, we just need to make sure that you received what you purchased. So you take out your tissue paper. You'll also have a packing slip in your order that has a list of every single tuber that you ordered and the quantity that you ordered. So you have 7 days to contact us if you feel like you have a concern about a tuber, if you have a question about your order, or if there is maybe something wrong, if you didn't receive a tuber that you should have received, or if you just have any general questions. So what you want to do is pull out everything that you got. I'll just pull everything out here. So pull out your tubers and open them up and inspect them. You want to kind of give them a gentle squeeze. Sometimes there's a few varieties that are just notorious for having a little bit of dehydration coming out of storage. So you may feel a slight squishiness or softness. That's generally dehydration, and your tuber will still produce a beautiful, strong, and healthy plant. Sometimes they'll have a little bit of wrinkled skin. This tuber is still really firm. Even though it looks a little wrinkly, it's still firm. It has a nice eye on it right here that's already popping. Not all of our tubers have prominent eyes like that. A lot of what we send out are still dormant. So if you can't identify an eye right away, what you should do is pot it up in some damp potting soil, bring it into a location that's above 65 degrees, and wait 2 to 3 weeks. And in 2 to 3 weeks, you should start to see the eye kind of pushing or a little bit of swelling around where the eye is. Here's another one. They're packed in peat moss, so they are a little bit dirty. There's an eye on this one, but it is dormant. It's dormant, so it is there, but if you don't have a trained eye, you might not know what to look for. So we have had multiple people's eyes looking at these, making sure that they have an eye, but we are human, sometimes mistakes are made. So if you have a question and you want to send in a picture, that is great. I'm happy to look over pictures and see if I can help identify where the eye is. Or if you pot it up and in 2 to 3 weeks it truly doesn't have an eye, please reach out to us. So basically you just want to go through all of your packages that you got, look over your tubers, make sure that what you ordered is what you received, that the tubers themselves are looking good. Another thing is that, like I mentioned before, some of the tubers are prone to dehydration rather quickly. I know a couple of the Bloomquist varieties that we send out sometimes start to dehydrate rather quickly once they get to you. So what you can do is, if you're planning on planting in the next 2 weeks, I personally would just leave your tubers in these bags with the peat moss and just get a little spray bottle of water, and you can just spray right into this. If you're gonna plant these in the next 2 weeks, I would leave them in this packing material. There's a little bit of peat moss. You can add a little bit of soil to the bags if you want. And then I would just take a squirt bottle and just spritz directly into the bag a couple of times. And then you can just kind of seal it up. The bags are breathable since they're paper sacks. And then I would probably check on them every other day just to make sure that they're maintaining moisture and not getting too dehydrated. You can have some dehydration and your tuber will be just fine. You just don't want it to get completely dried out to the point that there's no life left in it. No. Okay, so basically you're just going through making sure things look good. If you had received a tuber that had two connected and maybe this one was broken or bent or something, you can either snip it off or you can leave it as it is. As long as there's at least one tuber connected, it will grow just fine. If you're gonna be planting later than 2 weeks, I would highly recommend potting your tubers up in some damp potting soil. Just get it lightly damp. You don't want it soaking wet. Put your tubers in there, and that way they'll maintain their moisture and stay really nice and plump until you're ready to plant. But if you have any questions about your order, please send us an email, columbiariverdahlias@gmail.com, and we are happy to answer any questions. Thanks for your order.